we had a client. She was larger than life in so many different ways, and I mean like personality, which was massive. And she suffered kidney failure. The hospital that she gets treated at, she has to go past our salon to get there. And this one particular day, she was out there, she beeped, and I ran over to the car, and she looked like The Walking Dead. She looked like a skeleton. It was awful. And I went back into the salon and I said to my partner Audrey, I'm gonna donate my kidney. She said that she was too ill. They wouldn't do an operation on her. So she said, but my friend's daughter needs one. So I'm like, all right then. So we arranged to get tested. We've gone in, done a little blood test. That was it. About a week later, I got a call from one of the nurses, and she said, well, you're a match. So I'm like, oh wow, okay. And she said it was a really high percentage. So I'm like, all right then. As soon as I put the phone down to her, I just phoned the girl and said to her, we're a match. And she couldn't stop crying. She couldn't stop crying. It took about a year of going back and forth to the hospital. You have to get tested for this, tested for that. They talked me through the operation, so I knew what was going to happen, and it's not as scary as people think. I got a needle in my arm, and I woke up, and it was it. And then there was one more thing. About, I don't know, a couple of weeks after the operation, she came round with a bottle of wine, bunch of flowers, thank you card. She's got the cutest smile. I'll give her that. Do you know what I mean? And I saw a lot more of it after. My thing is, that could be me. Do you know what I mean? It could be any one of my nephews or godchildren, and knowing that everyone's walking around with something that could enable you to spend a few more years with your wife and your kids, and they're not willing to give it to you. And you can't go and ask people, oh, excuse me, can I have your kidney? You just hope that people are gonna come forward. I'd encourage anyone to do it. Don't just wait until it's you or your loved one. If I had another one, I'd do it again in a heartbeat.